Season 2 of Jesus Crown of Thorns is available to stream now on Fox Nation. The powerful new episodes explore the Son of God's life and divine mission, which sparked tension with religious figures over his ministry work.
I tell you, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Who then can be saved?
With man, this is not possible. With God, all things are possible. If you follow me, I will bring you to the kingdom of God.
Actor Tarek McCarram, who plays the role of Jesus, joins us now. Tarek, what an honor. There's no greater honor in the world than to be cast as Jesus. Tell us what this experience was like for you.
Oh, well, hello, Carly, and thank you for having me here. Hey, you're absolutely right. You said it just there. It is a life-changing experience, incredible pressure. So many people out there have their view on who Jesus was, and can you honestly supplement everybody's opinion on that? Probably not. So all you've got to do is look within yourself, really do the work, and try and honour the big man. But
well, I've watched portions of this, and it's fantastic. So you certainly brought what a lot of people feel and experience when they think of Jesus, which I'm sure was one of your goals. What was the most profound or moving scene that you took part in?
I couldn't possibly say, because there's too many, and all the episodes have a quality about them. We're really in the main body of the storyline now. We see the full weight of what is on Jesus' shoulders. We see that he's performing these very visible miracles that are affecting the religious authorities, and it's the full spectrum of that. If I could pick a favourite, I probably would say it's the Lazarus episode and what that means to him on a human level, because let's not forget that there's all that element to him as well. If for me as an actor, I think playing the heavier stuff where we start to see just how can you carry the weight on the shoulders, and to try to have to depict that.
Well, let's talk about just that and talk about powerful. Here is a scene of Jesus's conversation with Peter when they start to discuss the suffering that Jesus is going to endure. Watch this.
You are the Messiah. You can't suffer and die. We are going to triumph. And you're going to drive the Romans back to where they came. Get behind me, Satan!
You do not have in mind the concerns of God, but merely human concerns.
Matthew 16:22, get behind me, Satan.
Yeah.
Reflect on that moment for us.
Well, it's just, I knew that I had to honour that. Yeah. Because there's many ways that that's been played before, and this is a moment where it's building to a crescendo as we take this into the final furlong of the story. And if we didn't set this moment up correctly, there's no way that we could go into season 3 and tell the remainder of the story. The focus to shoot this was unbelievable, and it was such an ambitious shoot as well, Carly. We were running at such a speed, and thankfully I was working around very, I want to say, generous actors who were willing to support me to find that moment for us. And yeah, just this incredible, all the elements that he has is coming out in this moment.
Certainly, you can certainly feel that even from that small clip.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you found out that you got the role of Jesus? And also, just to follow up, do you think that this has changed you as a person?
There's no doubt about that one. The second part of that question, it cannot not change you. When you're being asked to speak these words and to reenact these scenes, you cannot not be affected by it. And even the people around, the other actors, we were all in this energy. It came over us, right. And we knew that there was, like, the divine hand was over us to try and produce the show. In terms of finding out about the part, I mean, yeah, it was an incredible moment. Somehow I was very calm going into the meeting, and I couldn't understand why, because normally I'm that...
I think I know why.
Well, I prepare ferociously normally, but I was like, no, this is... Yeah. I should just be calm. You know, God's got the steering wheel kind of thing.
Exactly. And talent and 3 letters, G-O-D.
Yeah, that's it. The two met.
You did a fantastic job, and thank you so much for joining us on set. I can't wait to watch the whole thing. And everybody can watch the brand new season of Jesus Crown of Thorns, available right now on Fox Nation. Tarek, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I hope everyone enjoys it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.